Hello crafty friends, welcome to day 19 of 30 Days of Sketches, Christy's Beautiful Life. Our sketch today is by Xochitl Martinez. I have started to go back to my heritage photos, and I have this wonderful photo of my grandmother, this is me, aren't I cute, and my brother, and then on the back of it is this information. So I went ahead and scanned this on my printer and printed it out on cardboard, so this will be my journaling. So if you look at the sketch, we have all of the corner pieces. So I went back to my stash and I pulled mix-in papers, and I thought that they would just work because I know my brother's shirt is probably red, but through the years or through the photography it looks orange. And then I went into my stash and I found this pack of layered flowers. These are kind of just extras that I had, so I'm sure I'll be able to go through there and pull some things. And then from my layout that I did recently, and I didn't end up using these leaves that I made, that'll be kind of where the stars are. I'll make some clusters, maybe, we'll see. But I just thought I would start with that. And then this is a stamp of the month from excuse me, 2022 in February, and I thought it would be neat to take the little frames with some of the a favorite memory, I want to remember this, cherished moment in time. So that's kind of where we're starting, and let's see where we go with it. The first thing that I'm going to do is grab my MISTI here and stamp the frame and some of the sentiments. Spoiler, I don't end up using some of the little sentiments, but I wanted to show you this because it's a kind of a cool technique. I had intended when I saw the sentiments to stamp them on some pattern paper, some light colored pattern paper, and I forgot to do that. But I want to show you how you can kind of create your own sentiments on pattern paper that coordinate with your project. So as you saw, I inked in toffee and paprika and then sapphire, the three different images I had. And then I want to put the family in the center of the frame, but I want it to be second generation sapphire. So to add some texture or some background to these word phrases, I went ahead and grabbed one of my background stamp sets. I think this is Perfectly Imperfect Patterns, but Background Elements has that, and then there's tons of grid patterns that if you have any stamps, you might have some in there and you'll be surprised that they're there. So I'm just trying it. I wanted to see how dark the shortbread ink would be, and I think it'll be fine just as a first generation. So I'm inking that up, and then there you go. I now have some pattern paper, and I did that for the other one as well. So for this layout, you can see that Xochitl has the four corner pieces, kind of focusing your eye in on the photo. And I wasn't sure how I wanted to do that, so I just decided I would grab my mix-in papers, and these are from I think May, June, July of 2022. I could be wrong on the time frame of these mix-ins. And I'm just trying to make those corner pieces and get them to come in and focus on my photos. I'm not feeling these colors, so I decided I'd go grab one of the retired pieces of the Bluebell cardstock, because that is the color that's in the blue paper here with the stripes. And these are kind of a tone-on-tone different, each of the different sides of the paper have a different pattern to them. And so with this paprika color, and then we go into the red, I was trying to do kind of an ombre leading into the photo. And I'm feeling this more because my photo is the size that it is. It's a rectangle versus a square. I feel like I need to frame it in more. So here I'm doing just that, but then for me, it puts out a balance, the outside frame of the blue. I play with this a lot, and I've actually cut much of it out, but I wanted to show you and kind of maybe even give you permission to dry fit your layouts and play with them and take a step back and go fill your water glass so that you're hydrating and see what works for you. And not only did I have, I don't want to say anxiety over how am I going to cut these corners, because I'm using papers. I have tons of it. In fact, I went to find paper the other day and I couldn't find it, and I was so proud of myself because I knew I had done some layouts with the As You Grow paper from a couple years ago, but I didn't have any left. And then I realized this week that I found As You Grow and 40 of its friends in another bin, so I have lots of paper. But I went ahead and I'm just using that ruler. That's part of the T-square ruler that I am using to draw the corners, because she has it just off the corners of the photos going to the corners of the layout. And so I'm following her lead here. And then as I'm dry fitting some of these flowers that I found, I really am, it's like, okay, now I'm getting this. This is starting to come together. I have the leaves there. I thought originally I was going to end up using the paprika leaves that were cut, but I think these avocado ones work perfectly. There's the frame with family that I'm going to try to incorporate in there. And then I realized that the photo is just hanging there. There's not enough room to give the outside border equal weight. So I need something to kind of give that photo a place to land. So I just grabbed the zip strip there, and because it had the dark sapphire color along with the paprika color in it, I just thought it was perfect. I'm like, okay, this is meant to be. And then looking at the layout again, I'm realizing, oh, my journaling needs to go up here. And I'm not doing the strip journaling because I am copying or using the copy that I made from the back of the photos. And I wanted to show you here, because I had glued those pieces together, I'm just using a scrap piece of paper so that I can ink the edges of everything. And I did that in the Bluebell ink. And again, just trying to give honor to the sketch. And so my flowers are representative of where the stars would be. I went ahead and put glue on everything. That's kind of just what I like to do, is assembly line style, so everything gets adhesive on it, and then I can just place it onto the layout. Off camera, I doubled up some sapphire cardstock and glued it together, and then ran it through the die cutting machine. And my title is going to be Generations, because again, it's my brother and I with my grandmother. And I just thought this for one of my mom's heritage albums would work out really well. Going back into my stash, I found some of the Bluebell sequins packs. I actually have a lot of these because I loved Bluebell, was one of my favorite colors. So here I'm just kind of auditioning them. And this is what I like to do to adhere sequins, because they don't already have stick to them, is I'll go ahead and put them out, and then I'll kind of step back from the layout and take a look at it, come back again with what I need to bring. Do I need to change? Because the sequences aren't all the same color or depth of color. Some of them are a little more opaque and others are clear. So I put them out, and then I go back with my glue and kind of pick them up and put glue dot under, and then lay them back down. So here you can see my layout. This is day 19 of the 30 days of sketches for Christy's Beautiful Life, and there's actually 31 exclusive sketches this month. So in the video description under my video, you will see a playlist for everybody else that's playing along. You will also find a supply list for anything that I used in my project. If you want to help any of us out that are doing the sketches this month, go ahead and like our videos. That lets YouTube know it's something that other people should see. Here's another video you may be interested in, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.